It was really a big deal to me, really my whole process all the way from high school to college.
And now the pinnacle that's heading to the NFL. Not too shabby for a man from a small New Mexico town of just about 17,000 people. And as the sign says, 3 or 4 old grouches.
Philip Bleedy went from Portales High School to ultimately playing football for the Auburn Tigers, and he's now a free agent with the Tennessee Titans.
But his very unique journey started at a little place called the New Mexico Christian Children's Home.
A place our executive producer, Andrea Aubuchon, knows very well.
You can go anywhere you want to go, no matter where you're from.
And Philip Bleedy is from all over, from the East Coast.
I'm a kid coming from Trenton, New Jersey,
to Texas, Indiana, and Alabama. But a good chunk of his life was spent here, along State Highway 236, between Portales and Floyd, the New Mexico Christian Children's Home. A little different from when I lived there in the 80s and 90s, but the same concept and mission. A place where kids can be kids, safe, loved, and grow up to succeed. That's what Bleedy did as a Portales Ram. On the sidelines, Stephen and Cassie Harden, Bleedy's house parents and guardians, couldn't be prouder.
To this day, I still text him along with others in at least a monthly basis just to say, hey, I'm still in your corner.
Bleedy had multiple scholarship offers and played for Texas Tech, Indiana, and ultimately Auburn.
Philip Bleedy, 6'3", 282, senior out of Trenton, New Jersey, and transfer from Indiana.
But Bleedy says he knew if he worked hard and had faith in God, he could do anything.
To be honest, it was always a dream for me, and I always worked hard. And really for me, I really felt like if I really just kept working one day, that I would really get to accomplish my goals.
And who better to help him announce that accomplishment than his young son, Brooks?
Can you say tighten up?
The Tennessee Titans signed Bleedy as a free agent right after the NFL draft this past weekend. An accomplishment for not just him, but every New Mexican who became family over the years.
We witnessed firsthand his relentless drive. The workouts, bulking for those workouts, he could eat a lot of food.
People who still work at the children's home, like Rod Self, say this couldn't have happened to a better young man.
Always very polite, respectful, happy to go to church. He was always just positive and strong, not a complainer. And he was a hard worker.
Bleedy says the next mission, to earn that Titan uniform. Even when he steps onto the field at Nissan Stadium, he says he'll never forget who helped him get there, and he wants all New Mexican kids in any situation to know those dreams really can come true.
You just got to put the right work into it, the right effort into it, and just have the right mindset too.
Tighten up indeed. Well, Bleedy isn't the only New Mexican heading to the NFL. Clovis High School graduate Bryce Cabledew was drafted by the Seattle Seahawks. La Cueva graduate Connor O'Toole is also going to the Seahawks just as a free agent. He played defensive end for the Utah Utes. And Trey Watson is taking his talents to the Kansas City Chiefs, also as a free agent. He was a Cleveland High School standout and most recently played tight end for the Texas A&M Aggies.